Where my girls at?
Taking the spicy red, keep it locked in.
Where my girls at?
Keep on watching while the beat keep knocking.
Where my girls at?
You love the flow, it's the ladies show.
Where my girls at? Yeah. Where my girls
Canadian rapper Drake is suing his record label Universal Music Group and Spotify over the success of Kendrick Lamar's song Not Like Us. Drake claims that UMG and Spotify conspired to inflate the song's popularity through using bots, paying influencers, and radio stations, charging Spotify a reduced license fee in exchange for frequent songs recommendations. Drake claims that UMG's actions were motivated by a desire to maximize profits. So gurus, obviously in hip-hop, lyrical beef is about the lyrics, but does Drake have any good points to his concern?
Does he have car facts?
We gotta see the Carfax.
Right.
I'm just saying he's acting very light-skinned. Very much so.
Like Jimmy wouldn't act like this. I don't know what Drake is doing.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm like, please.
Very, very light-skinned.
I don't get it. I don't know what is your end goal here? What's the end goal?
Please.
You know, let's get right to it though. In Kendrick Lamar's lyrics, he did talk about how Drake was a pedophile. And he spoke on the issue of a minor, you know, when you're talking about a Super Bowl performance and you got the whole crowd talking about a minor, that might be the end of your career.
Well, it's already over. Take the L, go pick it up. Like, that's it.
Well,
look, I mean,
that's
even
the crazy part, because I love me some Drake. I love Drake, but that's
Yeah.
it. Your trolling days are over. No more stealing from people that really come up with their authentic music and you copy and paste. And then because you're the hottest one, everybody gonna gravitate to you. You don't try to put them on. I don't know.
No, you're making all the right points. And on top of that, on top of that, like, even if those allegations are not true, Drake started it with the allegations. You started it. You said he was a wife beater. His wife said that didn't happen. Like, so why are you acting butthurt and light skinned right now?
Yeah.
literally.
That's what it's giving.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very much.
Put out.
Yes.
Like, please. This is too much.
I feel like don't all celebrities do like the bot thing and pay for, you know, more playtime and stuff? So like, I
mean, if he can,
I don't see why he's doing for that. That doesn't make any sense.
If you ask me, where's the originality in the hip hop beef? Ain't this beef? So what's up?
Right.
Put
Why you
put it on the grill. What up?
why you mad now?
Yeah, to the average person, it does look like, you know, to the average onlooker, it does look like he butthurt.
That's what I'm saying. Come back with something. If that's how you felt, come back with something. You're coming back with a lawsuit like a Karen. Come on.
Right.
Come
I mean, he has been dressing like a Karen. So
Yeah, he cut his hair and he went back to the grass.
This is only right.
Come on. What are we doing here?
Exactly.
Spotify posted 1 billion in profits.
How we know the bots ain't make him popular? How about that? The
Yeah.
bots made you popular, Jimmy. How about that?
What people like with these artists, these top, like these really high record selling artists forget is that no matter how good you are, like there's always gonna be somebody who is going to outdo you at some point. Like there's like that's the beautiful thing about music and records. Like, you know what I mean? You could be hot today and you could be not tomorrow. But at the end of the day, Drake still, he hasn't lost his momentum. You know what I mean?
No,
So, like,
I mean, I don't think he's lost nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like
Right.
Being
So
she's gonna do
ridiculous.
music and people will still buy it. People will still, dance to it and all of that.
because
You just
he
lost.
is a
That's it.
consistent artist.
Exactly. Right. You're being ridiculous.
Yeah, just take this L fair and square and continue to make your music and move on. You already had dominated the whole scene for damn near the whole 2000s and moving on. You already dominated.
Right.
Take the
Right.
L. You already you're a
Or just
billionaire.
Exactly. Cut it.
or just ask for a rematch and then try to prove him wrong. Like try to prove all
That
of
ain't
them
you
wrong.
know damn well he
Redo
gonna
it.
lose again. He gonna lose again.
Run
So
it
he might
back.
as well just wrap that up.
Yeah, he's not gonna do that. He's just
And exit stage left.
well, I
That's
mean,
it.
I would that would be my suggestion to him.
Of course.
But if he's so confident in himself, then go
Right.
ahead. Like
Do it.
we're waiting. We want to
Exactly.
hear it.
I know I want to hear it.
Yes, we'll see what happens. Serena Williams slams ridiculous claims she is bleaching her skin to look lighter. Serena Williams has hit back at critics who accuse her of bleaching her skin, firmly asserting her pride in being a dark black woman. In a video posted on Instagram during a makeup tutorial, the 43-year-old tennis icon responded to allegations. While applying her foundation, she clarified, "Then I put just that neutral color? That is actually my skin color. And no, for you haters out there, I do not bleach my skin. There is a thing called sunlight. And in that sunlight, you get different colors."
Ah.
She goes on to say, "I'm a dark black woman and I love who I am and I love how I look. If people do it, that's their thing and they have every opportunity and they should. I don't judge, but you guys do. So gurus, what's going on with Serena Williams?"
She don't know what's going on. She don't know what's going on.
I mean,
Go ahead, babe. Go ahead.
no, because I looked at it and I was like, she does look extremely lighter than what she normally looks like. Sunlight or not, it was an extreme lightness. So I don't know what to say. I mean, we've seen how skin lightening has made melanated folks look crazy, like
Mhm.
nuts.
Yeah. I don't know either.
Yeah.
I don't know what to make of it, but since when sunlight makes you light up, which kind of sunlight is that? Because that's not the sunlight.
No,
Well,
that's that rich sunlight. That's that rich sunlight.
Listen,
I stay away
that's
from that one. Mm-hmm.
where I come from, the sunlight makes you darker.
I'm
That's
telling
what I'm
you,
saying.
I don't know what.
I think we learned that in school, but okay, whatever.
What boggles my mind, well, what I see when I see her is, when she first came, she's a beautiful woman. She has a gorgeous body. Like she's very athletic. There's no need. But when I see her lately, what I see is it looks like it's a makeup thing. That's what it looks very
Bad
cakey.
makeup.
It looks
I think
very.
so.
I mean, you guys can tell me better because you guys go get in the makeup chair, right?
I honestly think it is a makeup thing. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you don't think that she made herself lighter?
I think she is making herself lighter
With
by
makeup.
makeup.
Yeah.
I think she's using, because I know if I use a foundation color darker than my skin, I'm gonna look crazy out here,
Mhm.
right? I'm gonna.
That's what it
Not only that, I'm gonna be accused of a lot of things that probably are not real. But with her, she definitely looks. Her skin looks very cakey because natural skin, first of all, is not one one flat surface. Like we don't all I am obviously fair skinned. You can see I have discoloration in my skin. You know what I mean? With her, it was like a flat surface. It's very like matted,
Mhm.
and it looked cakey.
I
So
would
like
say
I really
cakey.
think she is trying to lighten herself, but more so with makeup.
Or let's say she is doing the whole lightning regimen thing, right? You're doing the lightning, but you're doing the makeup to match the lightning, and it ain't lightning. It's not. It don't blend well. It don't come together well. Like if you're doing the lightning, match it. Yeah, ain't they supposed to be matching with the neck and the chest, or the back of your hand or something? It ain't going. It's not going.
It never goes well. Vibes Cartel looks crazy.
Hit.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, that
girl. Tommy Lee looks crazy.
oh yeah.
That
One
she
minute.
was from the Love and Hip Hop franchise.
Yeah, no.
She's a part of that baddie thing.
Mm.
Tommy Lee.
Oh, Tommy
She
Lee.
was like the fashionista of the Love and Hip Hop crew, and then she ended up
She was
going to now
crazy,
the
though.
baddies crew. But
So,
she literally lightened her skin, like for real, like, and it looks
did?
crazy. I'm like, yo, I don't know what's going on with this. You like
Yeah,
and
I don't
love yourself. You can love yourself, but if you want to experiment, that's cool. We don't like it. Go back. We don't like it.
yeah, 'cause I saw the video. It did look bad makeup.
We don't
It
like
really
know
did.
for us. Yeah, and before that, like just what I've seen of her, it just looks like bad makeup. But I'm
It
gonna
does.
say right now, there are a lot of, unfortunately, there's a lot of brown and dark skinned women who don't know their shade. A lot of it is that. I mean, she's in a position where if you don't know it, somebody around you need to know it. So there's no excuse.
Like
But
you got money for it, girl. What's up?
yeah, like you better pay your makeup artist because
Okay, so
this ain't the product. But
I'll get
I
a
don't know what
bigger-
it is. Exactly. Visually, a lot of them just can't see because undertones, all of that come into play. Like just because you're dark skin, you don't get a dark foundation. But a lot of people just because she could. It's very possible that she's wearing something in her shade range, but the undertone is ashy,
Yeah,
so it's make her look lighter. So it's
Yeah.
something with the makeup from what I've seen.
looks
But
crazy.
you cut it out. There's cameras. There's video. There's no.
What
But,
is
like, her makeup
sunlight?
artist,
What is sunlight?
she's basically trying to say that the sun beaming
Light,
on her skin is
yeah.
making her look lighter. But
Mhm.
Not what
and that's
happens.
what would but that is what would happen. It would make you look lighter if the sun is
not that
beaming on your skin. However, it doesn't
Oh,
if sun is beaming on your skin, it's still not gonna take away from like
Pigment.
the fact that you have a flat surface of a face. Like it's all caked out. Like
it does not.
I think she's reaching, and I think maybe she's telling her makeup artist she wants to look a certain way. I'm pretty sure if she has a real makeup artist, a makeup artist is trying to match her skin, but she might not like that. So she might be like, no, I like the other tone or whatever,
She
do
trolling
that.
us
And then
because she did this more than one occasion. This has more than one occasion. You look
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm like,
And
what
it's been a
happened?
span of over the years.
Well,
So
maybe she's doing her own makeup. Times are hard. We are learning that the
Not
big
sure.
gap between us and them is getting smaller.
it
So
is.
I'm going to say that
It's-
with our previous conversation, Drake, he going broke. We don't know. We're going to hear it later.
Makes some sense there.
It's really might be getting broke, got to use her own makeup and everything like that. Don't know. We realize it's getting much, much smaller. And, so I think I'm going to attest it to that.
Also,
that makes a good argument. I think I'll go with that as well.
but also like even though she's a celebrity, I'm sure that she doesn't have a makeup artist following her around everywhere.
No.
So in
For
certain
events.
places that she's being pictured, maybe she came outside and she did her own makeup, and maybe it wasn't right. Like, and maybe, anything. It could be anything. But to sit here and like try to pretend like there's not an obvious difference,
like there's nothing. That's a problem, right?
The thing
that's the thing that's making everybody raise their eyebrows.
The thing that she can be able to use too as a good marketing strategy is if you're gonna do your own makeup, go on live. What do you guys think? Since y'all always critiquing, y'all think do a little engagement. You feel what I'm saying? Bring yourself out there. Make people feel like, since y'all got so much to say about me, what's up? What y'all think about this? What I should do? Makeup artist, tap in, chime in. Undertone? What? Okay, cool.
Yo, well, look, I hate to say that. Maybe she just want to look like that. Maybe, she just,
Yeah, I mean, that's what we've seen people go outside with the blue eyeshadow and stuff. That's like from the 70s.
Yo,
Casket ready is always fine. Casket ready, always fine.
Okay, ladies, this segment is called Your Q&A with the Lady Guru Show. And if anybody has a question they would like help with, DM your question to our social media and we will try and help you with the response. Okay, here we go. I am a mother of two identical twins from my first marriage, a boy and a girl at 16 years old. I'm on my second marriage with a new wonderful man, but I've been having a rough go around with my son. My son is 5'9", and he hangs around with his friends who seem to never go home, and from the way they look, it looks like they stay in the streets. My husband thinks my son is a part of a gang, and I'm afraid my husband and my son, who already gets in shouting matches, will get into a physical fight. His father comes around, but I hate to say he's a soft touch on the kids. Even if he goes to live with his father only lives 2 towns over, and I don't think the nonsense would end. What should I do?
Very confused at this one. Like, why can't you just tell his friends to go home?
This
She might be a
generation,
little shook.
this generation is scared of kids.
Yeah, for her to point to his height and not his age
Yeah,
makes because I was like, why are you pointing out his age and I mean his height and not his age? So clearly, the height is intimidating to her as a mom. She must be a short mother, I would say, and I don't. For me, it was I had a hard time because, of course, I don't have any kids, but I was thinking that you just have a conversation. Why is there not a conversation being had? It's just, I feel like it's just assumptions. Like maybe you know, his friends don't have mothers that care about them, so they dress any kind of way or whatever case might be. Maybe they are a little wayward, but wouldn't you want to ask questions, look around? Is he wearing certain colors more often? Like, is he having a certain speech?
Yeah.
Is he doing a certain, you know, a particular kind of dap when he greets his friends? Like, where you like have some, I don't know. I love like criminal watch. So I need some meat. I need more than just,
Evidence.
oh, we
Yes,
think
you need some
and his
evidence
friends
here.
are hanging out at our house and my husband thinks, you know, he's in a gang, and there's clearly a stepfather son negative dynamic there. So it's like you need to confront it, you know, head on. And I feel like there's some fear there where there
Yep.
shouldn't be.
I agree with what she said. I think there's an element of they feel danger to a degree that they won't they don't like really want to say it. Both the parents don't want to say that, yo, this guy is 5'9", he got scary looking friends around, and we're probably afraid to be like, yo, you know what, get right.
I don't know. I'm a little. I work in a high school, and all I want to say is that parents aren't parents anymore. They want to be friends. They don't teach their kids about accountability. Instead, they want to defend and stick up for them and make excuses for them. In this situation, mom has her husband, which is the stepdad, and she has the kid's father. That's 3 people right there that could team up and get this kid on the right track. There's no excuse for her. She's making excuses for the ex, saying that he's soft, like, and her her husband now likes to do screaming matches, like that's like, I feel like they should be more like I don't know, like, I don't know the word, but they need
strategic
to
as parents.
Yeah.
I just
Like,
find it interesting that she's calling him soft.
Right,
When
girl,
she's
you
the one
soft.
who's like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I don't want to.
She's probably saying maybe as a man he's not doing what he needs to do, but you are his mother. I get that part with him, but you are his
You
mother.
don't.
Parents, everybody
You're
needs
not
to
supposed.
parent.
You're not supposed to wait for a parent to like you're a parent too. You know what I mean? So like you don't wait for the parent to correct the behavior. You see the behavior and you correct. See, that's the problem a lot of parents make, is that they see things, they observe things, they think things, they don't do things. So then when you get to the point where they're already acting out of hand, now you're like, I don't know what to do. Well,
Yeah.
if you would have nipped it in the bud when you first saw it, when you and corrected the behavior from the beginning, then a lot of that could have been avoided. But now it sounds like, and I'm not judging her, you know, but it sounds like you're passing the buck on to the father, as if him not being able to, you know, correct your son in common's behavior is in a way his fault. But honestly, like if he lives in your home, you probably see more of it than the father sees of it. And if it's something that is really concerning, you should like look, you're a parent. At the end of the day, what's the worst that could happen? He yells at you, he says whatever. Okay, so it happened, he gets out.
Yeah. About to
I
say,
mean,
pass out.
yeah.
I'm
Wait,
not
how
above
old did
anything.
wait now wait a minute.
She
How
never
old
gave
is
me
he?
things.
How old
She
is
never
he, Amanda? He's 15, you said, right?
He's
He's
15. Yeah.
16. He's 16.
16. Okay.
See, that's the time to start
15,
smelling themselves
16.
too.
Listen, my kid could be 12 years old acting crazy to me. She's gonna have to find a place to go. Because I'm not doing any of that. I'm not busting my butt to put a roof over nobody's head that can't just have the slightest bit of respect
Right.
for me.
I know.
Like that's it. You gotta go. But if it comes, and I know I'm just I'm sounding like, but this is me in real life. Like I'm really like, you gotta go if it's gonna be like that. But I've never had that problem because when I see an issue, I correct the issue. Like, are we gonna figure out where is this all coming from first, and then we'll find different avenues. Maybe you need to put him in sports. Keep him busy some other way instead of staying at home playing with his friends or
He's
everybody
16,
coming
he
to your home.
Right. He can
Job.
work.
Now
Don't-
wait a minute. If
Right.
he were to do something crazy, for example, at 16, would the parents be responsible because he's 16?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they sure will.
They would be responsible, and listen. They would be responsible, but I'm still standing on what I said. Because I mean, I could say that now because my kids are 20 plus, but they if I could bring them in here, they'll tell you I'm dead ass. It's like you gotta go somewhere else.
I know that's
You
right.
gotta go because I'm not
Not
gonna
here.
tolerate that. Period.
And then can you imagine you raised this child, you went through
Mhm.
probably hell and high water, whatever it is that you ever went through, because we all have a story. You went through whatever you went through, and now to know that they're growing up to be disrespectful, why should you have to tolerate that? When you stress, that brings on all types of diseases, all types of cancers, and all types of stuff. You just bringing down more problems and more sickness on yourself. So instead of you doing that, you really got to go for real. Board school, trading school, I don't give a damn what school. You got to
That
go.
that right there, the boarding
Yep.
school, the trade school, stuff like
Something.
that.
Job Corps, is that still around?
Job Corps.
It is.
Yeah.
That's like
Because-
military
because-
school, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Take your ass to Job Corps.
Right. I mean, look, as a parent, that's your job. Your job is to correct your children. They're kids, man. They're gonna make mistakes. They're gonna do stupid things. You know what I mean? As a parent, you have to correct it. Period. Like,
Mhm.
and if you're scared to correct it, then whatever comes thereafter is unfortunately partly
Yeah.
your fault.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
not even a strict parent. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Yeah,
At
but
all.
I don't, when it comes to certain things, like I don't like that. Don't be, especially rude. Don't be rude. Don't be rude.
Right.
Don't be
Well,
rude.
that's the top, number one rule. Like
Oh.
you have respect because in my home we give respect where it comes. Like
Yeah.
if we gain respect, you give respect. If I'm talking to my children disrespectfully, they'll call me on it, and they have. And I
Mhm.
corrected my own behavior
That's right.
because that's the kind of relationship you have. If you can
That's
give
right.
them the room
Mm-hmm.
to correct their behavior, then they should also be able to give you the room to correct your behavior.
That's right.
So I
Yeah.
mean, he's 15. The beautiful part about it is he's still a kid. There's room to fix the problem, but
That's
you can't
right.
be meek and timid and be like, how do I fix this without like really like looking inward? Like sit there and be like, all right, so what are you doing? Why is it that how did he get to this point where now you guys are scared of him?
I call the cops so fast and they won't even see it coming. They be in there playing video games. Sir, they're back here. They don't want to leave. They're back there, sir. I bet you y'all leave then. I ain't had to raise my voice enough.
Right.
So keep DMing the Lady Guru's show on Instagram to get your questions answered. We will definitely try to help.
So we have come to the LGS word of the week, and today's word comes from the book of Proverbs. That is Proverbs 12, 26, 27, and 28. Shall I read, gurus? Okay,
Yes.
let's break it down. So verse 26. So it says, the righteous choose their friends carefully, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. The lazy do not roast any game, but the diligent feed on the riches of the hunt. In the way of righteousness there is life. Along the path is immortality.
I know one thing, picking your friends is super important. I don't care what scripture or Bible you reading.
Listen, you have to. It's very rare. And listen, just because somebody is a believer, that don't mean it's your friend either.
Yep.
Okay?
Okay.
A lot of the people that I cut off, believers. Because I don't know what Bible they reading. Because mine don't say the way they be acting. Because I was talking about righteousness, but there are a lot of believers who are self-righteous, and you don't want no part of that either. And
Yeah.
I'm not a believer. Like, I'm not like that. I'm not a judgy person, and it doesn't matter if you say you believe in God. I'm watching what you're doing and how you act,
Yep.
what you say about people, because you think because your sin is different from somebody else that you're better. That's crazy. I can't get with those people. So that's the first thing I thought about when I read that. I'm like, yeah, even the people who you think that they're in alignment with you because of what we believe in, nope, they gotta go too.
Yep, for some of y'all out there, your underarm odor don't stink as bad as somebody else's underarm odor.
Right. So I guess you better. But even though you still got an odor, I guess you better. But okay.
Yeah, I just say that it just means watching the company that you keep, just in all facets of life, whether it be business, friendship, relationship. You want to make sure that everybody is aligned to who you are as a person.
I think, and also along with everything else that's been being exposed, a lot of that has been being exposed this year too, with like the pastors who are, using money for whatever, and
I'm like, whoa.
exonerating people. Yeah, that's another big thing that's been out. And see, I don't like the word religion. That word makes me cringe every single time I hear it.
But one of the reasons why, I mean, in all seriousness and in all entertainment, one of the reasons why, I decided to put this in here is because I know everybody jokes and everybody laughs, and it's good to have a joke and a laugh. But it's also the fact that a lot of people are looking for some sort of a pick-me-up. You know what I'm saying? Like in this environment, we just watched a guy, get shot, the billionaire in New York City. Or we just watched, Trump take office. Or we just watched whatever we watched. People are looking for a little bit of a pick-me-up. And, I just thought it would be good if we provided that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay, before we keep going with the show, I wanted to get in some breaking news that just went over on the thread of the internet. And it says, and I want to be careful with this. It says a lawsuit alleges Jay-Z and Diddy raped a 13-year-old together while an unnamed female celeb watched.
What?
Yeah, I just saw that too.
Let me just read the some of the commentary. Mr. Sean Carter has been named in a civil lawsuit alongside Sean Diddy Combs, accusing them of assaulting a 13-year-old girl in 2000. The accuser, identified as Jane Doe, claims the incident occurred after she was taken to an MTV Video Music Award after party. The lawsuit alleges that in 2000, Doe was dropped off at a Radio City Music Hall during the VMAs and approached a limousine driver with access to the event. One driver claiming to work for Combs invited her to a party later that night. The driver later picked her up and drove her to a house party filled with celebrities and drugs, where she was reportedly required to sign a non-disclosure agreement to enter. According to the suit, Doe consumed a drink that left her disorientated and went into a room to rest. She alleges that Carter and Combs entered the room, with Combs saying, "You ready to party?" She says Carter removed her clothes and held her down and raped her while Combs and other unnamed female celebrity watched. This is what came over the streams recently. What do you guys think about this?
This part, man.
The whole Illuminati is going down.
This year,
Well, we knew
I'm honestly
Jay-Z was gonna be-
horrified. Like,
Yeah. Horrified.
What'd you say?
So we knew Jay-Z was going to be mentioned eventually. So there it is.
We're gonna end this
But-
year with a bang.
Yeah. But I don't.
Apparently.
What was that 13-year-old girl doing at the
13. Like,
wherever she was?
How did she get there? How did she?
And an NDA. What? Are you allowed to sign an NDA at 13?
Exactly.
this is my thing. Is like, well, first of all, we don't know if she
it's
disclosed to them that she was 13 at the time.
True.
She could have said she was 17 and they asked her to sign the NDA. But like, I wish these girls would get it together. Like, if they're asking you to sign an NDA, there is a very good and probably diabolical reason why they want you to sign that NDA.
13-year-old wouldn't
why
even
put
know.
yourself, huh?
No, I was saying like a 13-year-old wouldn't need. Okay, I'll sign. Like,
Yeah.
You know, Jay-Z has released a statement saying that the allegations of him raping a 13-year-old girl are false and blackmail. This is very disturbing. From so many different levels.
Okay. Who do you think is the unnamed celebrity female?
What'd you say, Amanda?
Who do you think is the unnamed celebrity female?
Mary J.
Kim.
Really?
I don't think no Kim. I think it's Mary.
Really?
There was, and the reason why a lot of people are saying or bringing up, because there was a YouTube video. YouTube is pushing a video right now about let's just get to the crux of the situation, okay? YouTube is pushing a video about Mary J. Blige, and it talked about her with a underage guy. Okay, this is being pushed over YouTube. Let's just know that according to the FCC, in YouTube, you don't have to be correct. You could come up with all type of lies.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
of
thought
course.
he was
You
saying
did
it
that in fact.
himself. He said Mary flew him out himself when he was 15 or 14 or what. I saw that. He said it himself. He was being interviewed by somebody and he was like, yeah, you know, it wasn't a big thing because once again, when you're around certain spaces, like what Marcy was saying, you're gonna, oh, I'm 17, I'm 18, I'm this, that, just so you can be in the spaces of these celebrities, not knowing what you're getting yourself into. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. So you pushing up your chest saying, oh, I'm 17, I'm 18, when you're really not that, then they're telling you to sign NDA. And now when you get sexually, you know, abused or whatever, it's like you have to now come back and say, this is what happened. I don't know. That's sad all around. I don't want to say they lying. I don't want to say it's true. I don't know. This is serious. This is serious.
I just don't get it. Why do people who have money have to be so disgusting?
This is what I'm saying. Like, bro, what is up with the
Well,
fetish?
we don't know if Jay-Z and Diddy did this. We don't know who the celebrity female that this person is talking about. You know, and to the audience out there, we are in no way saying that Jay-Z and Diddy and whoever the celebrity that they're talking about actually did this, to be clear. We're only talking because this is being reported on different outlets, and we got to talk about it.
Yeah, it's opinion.
So I really, this is really, really, in the last year, we have been seeing a real hit against, now I feel more confident to say, against the hip hop community.
Yep. And what's so funny is y'all already know who it started with. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be for real. Then they push it off.
Yeah.
It's just how the world is set up. Sex sells, right?
Oh my God, it's all over.
That's crazy. I didn't even look at my social media yet.
I had no idea.
I had no idea. None at all. This is crazy.
All right, so we're gonna move on. We're gonna make a hard turn here. Gurus, we haven't talked about the Wendy Williams issue. And one of the things about the Wendy Williams topic to me is the fact that, have we heard anybody talk about dementia in her family? Like, why is it that she has been hit like this so horrifically, and nobody else? We haven't heard of nobody else we haven't heard that it's in her bloodline. We haven't heard anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know all the stuff about dementia, but it's just crazy hearing that she has that, But I do think it could be like underlying issues. Doesn't have to be a family thing that can cause the early onset. So it could be things that she's done in her past, which if y'all watch a movie, y'all saw some things.
Yeah.
And things that we have no idea about.
Yeah.
And it's just like with any other sickness. You hear someone has cancer and like, wow, but they work out and this and that. But sometime if you don't make the change, if you don't make any change, or if you don't make it in the right time, stuff gets in your system and it's just there.
Yeah.
And then it turns.
Well, with that being said, she also has thyroid disease. So I don't know what the correlation may or may not be, health wise, but I don't believe you have to have a family member who's had dementia in order to have. I mean, yes, you can, like that. It can be hereditary, but it's not necessarily a fact that you have to have somebody in the family has to have dementia. It could be somebody in the far. It could be her great grandmother. It could be like whatever. But I personally think it's not dementia. I just think that that's what they're saying it is, and I think that she may be dealing with something else, and it's just easier for them to just shut everybody up by saying it's dementia.
And that's how I feel. I'm segueing right off of that because that's exactly where I'm coming from with it. Y'all already know me, Conspiracy Junior. Okay. Anyway, now I just feel like it's just perfect timing how all of this stuff coming out when she been talking about how all of these men is undercover in the industry. Now all of a sudden everything coming to light for her to say, I told y'all, she can't say that.
Let me. All right. I'm gonna go along the line of Debbie real quick, and I'm gonna put something out here, and because it just strikes me so odd that first of all we learned that it's a permanent case, and if it's a permanent case, does that mean people die from it?
Right. Like what happens now? Like is she a vegetable and die? Like
yeah.
I believe that she does have some.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a horrifying, it is a very terrible disease that people do die from it.
Yes.
It's just that the thing that makes it so horrible is people forget who they are.
Yes.
They forget who their family members are. They become
person,
they become agitated at the notion of that they're wrong about whoever they think. My grandmother had dementia, and she would constantly like refer to me as my mother, and I was just like, no, it's Marcy. Like she didn't even know who I was. I was just always my mom. So it's it's a heartbreaking thing, but people do die from it because with dementia comes a lot of other issues. So
So I
It's
mean, when
possible.
they,
I just don't think that that's what it is.
I don't think so
I
either.
believe that it might, I believe it might be other health issues, but I'm going to go kind of esoterical and go on the spiritual route, because honestly, she has made her money on the dirty side of life. And I don't believe that you can do that, make your millions, and walk away scot-free in this lifetime. And she might not, I don't say that, what there is on the other side, but I do feel that you reap what you sow, and she's been making money off of that for years, from radio to television. Like, yes, her marriage was terrible, but who in this day and age doesn't have a bad marriage?
Right.
But I mean, so
I felt like
outside of that,
that was a
so
perfect time
outside
for
of
her to get
that,
sick,
I'm
too.
just saying that I feel like
Mhm.
all of this is like a spiritual bondage kind of thing that is going on with her, possibly. Because I just feel like it's just so
Yeah.
much that
Yes.
just happened to her, like
All
just
at once. All
exactly.
at once. It's
I agree with you.
lymphedema. It's this. It's that. It's her trying to go out on a town and be regular. It's her conservatorship. It's all of these things. Like, come on. She still can't get her money.
and that said, and how horrific it really caught her or got her, I started thinking something really off the charts. Like, was this done on purpose? Like,
Yes, that's how I feel.
like, because it was so harsh. Like, it was so, to be that young. Wait, how old is she again?
She got to be in her 50s.
Yeah.
She's got to be in her late 50s.
Yeah, mid to late 50s.
Late
Yeah,
50s,
gotta be.
early 60s.
Yeah. Yeah. Because that's like the age for all of these rappers now. So, and that's her time. She was around when they
Well,
were
I mean,
55, 57.
yeah. Yeah, because I know she's 60 years old.
Mhm.
She's 60.
Oh, she's 60. Yeah.
Yeah, I know she's older than me, and somewhere around there. Somewhere around there. I don't, we're in the same age demographic, let's put it that way.
Right. But, it's just so sad, honestly. And I saw a clip of her, I think it was day before yesterday, where she was with Charlemagne in her early days. And she was telling some lady on the radio, I guess the lady was like speculating if her husband was, gay. And she was like, your husband is gay. Can't you see it?
Oh, yeah. Denial is a river. That was the Doechii interview. Right.
Yes.
I saw that.
Yes.
I saw that.
She used to be cutting up.
I love
boy.
Doechii.
She was cutting up. Man, I would pray that she would get a better recovery, but the way they trying to diagnose my good girl, my good cancer girl like that,
Yeah, like, her the situation, the way it happened to her was very.
I heard the family still can't even see her.
Yeah, it's like a violent type of
talk about here
on her type of thing.
Isn't that something she wanted? She didn't want them around, right?
Not the son, especially. She loved her son. She adored her son.
Oh, her son.
The
Yeah,
son
no,
can't
I
go
thought
around.
her son
best
was.
friend as well. Her best friend can't go around either. Best friend been trying to reach out to her for dumb long, can't get in touch with her. Nothing. And this was like a couple of months ago when I saw that clip. So now we recently hear that they're, saying, look, that's it. It's permanent. Like, what?
That's rough. Right?
Well, dementia is permanent. So if it's dementia, it's definitely a permanent situation. But
yeah.
And
well,
maybe
Demi
they just
Moore,
stop talking about it.
Demi Moore was recently asked about Bruce Willis's condition. And she said that Bruce Willis's condition is still the same way. So, I mean, I don't know how many people have come out of this type of thing.
I don't think it's something
people don't.
You do.
They don't come.
Yeah,
you either die of natural causes, you die of dementia, or you live a long time with dementia. Like, it's different for different people. So Bruce Willis, all the millions he got, he could be, his dementia case may not be as bad as Wendy Williams is. They might have the exact same treatment, but he may not have it as bad as her, or he may, who's seen Bruce Willis in years? We don't know, what his condition really is. It could be stable, but it could still be horrible. Like, we don't know. And it's sad all across the board. Like,
Either way, it's
Listen,
like,
I'm still amazed that Michael J. Fox is still alive. Like,
Right.
Yeah, I was
like
just thinking about
that
him.
man has been going through it his whole, like, it seemed like
okay,
his whole life.
for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Gurus, we opened up the show today. We obviously was talking about Spotify. We spoke on these streaming services, and everybody in the music business really is contemplating going independent. And
Yeah.
you know, Jacquees was on the Breakfast Club earlier this week, and he was talking about his music, and I just thought, do y'all think he's better? Jacquees.
better than
I
who?
think Jacquees is better than Chris singing wise.
Please do not say no. Chris Brown.
Don't you
Don't
dare.
even finish the
No.
statement.
Don't.
Please don't finish the statement. If you give it
Yeah.
advice, don't even finish the
I
statement.
would say
Don't.
They're not even in the same room. They're not even in the same building.
No.
right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely not.
Jacquees is a talent.
He is
However,
talent.
you have to
Not Chris
you
Brown
have to
talent.
like yeah, you have to have a career to compare yourself to. Like
Like
you
Usher
comparing
and Chris
yourself to
Brown,
somebody
right?
who Chris Brown has been singing since he was a
Come on,
kid. And
stop.
and he's still on the top of the charts like every single time.
And he
So
don't
it's
sound
like
like no
Exactly.
right. And he doesn't live off of mentions and you know what I'm saying, like what is it
Chris Brown is an entertainer, where Jacquees is a singer. There's a
Exactly.
difference, and so
There's
you
no
can't
comparison.
compare the
beyond
two.
that.
at all.
Because
No comparison.
yes, I love Jacquees as an R&B singer and everything like that, but Chris Brown entertains, and it has different variety. Like Jacquees is for the lovers, like he's not talking about the same. Chris
Yeah.
is talking about coming
Everything.
to your place in the middle of the night, hoping that you open the door. Like
Right. So
Jacquees
you
is not
that
talking
add
about
up.
that. He's trying to get married. Like he's
Chris has
on
some
a
songs
whole
like that,
different
too.
vibe. Chris is still a boy. Like, yeah, we
Yeah.
can't. It's different energy.
I mean, look,
Like,
listen,
yeah.
Jacquees has some songs like that too. Like, let's not let that go, because I know for a fact I've heard some Jacquees smut stuff too. Like
Oh,
he has a song with
that. I
Tory
ain't gonna
Lanez.
lie.
He has a couple of but like overall they're two completely different artists.
Yeah.
Like they're not
Yeah.
even in the same.
No,
They're not
no.
even on this. Like Debbie said, they're not on the same planet.
They're
Really,
not even in the same.
like Jacquees is talented. Nobody's gonna say he's not talented.
And if
but
that's the case, why the hell was he calling himself the king of R&B then?
that's what everybody does.
Yep.
That's what everybody does. Everybody's the king because the best way to be the king is to knock down the king first. That's what boxers do. That's what rap artists do. That's what 50 Cent said from the beginning. He was like, am I the only one who remembers this? 50 Cent said the quickest way to get to the top is to knock down the guy at the top. So what he's doing is he's proclaiming he's the king. So let anybody say, what? He's the king? Well, show me.
Something to talk about.
But Jacquees got to come with the receipts.
Right.
You can't just say you're the king and then be the king.
Exactly.
Yeah, like if you're gonna be known as the king, you gotta let other people say that. Like,
Yeah.
no,
like,
I was always the person to say that. If you call yourself a real one, then you're not real.
Not.
Other people have to say that.
Exactly.
You trying to prove it to yourself.
Exactly. Somebody has to say it for you for it to be
Right.
real. Like, let's not,
Right.
It's not even in the mention as far
I can
as
say I'm 5'9" and a model. I'm that, obviously I'm not that, so, but that's not gonna put any money in my bank account.
Make his good music and enjoy life, and his baby and his wife and fiance, whoever.
Yeah, because I was like, who's the king? I'm like, when he named himself that, I'm like, who was the king? Was it Usher? Who was it? I don't even know if there was one.
You know who it was? R. Kelly.
Everybody but him.
R. Kelly.
It was
Robert. Yeah.
And when Trey Songz
I ain't gonna lie,
when Trey
still listen to
Songz came
Robert.
in, he was upset. You hear? When Trey Songz came in, he was upset. Now Trey Songz going Chris Brown. He was always around, but hey, they'll leave the rest up to history.
Well, they've been saying that Trey Songz is going to be, right up with R. Kelly as far as his allegations and stuff like that too. So who knows? Because
Really?
they've been saying that Trey Songz has his skeletons too that they may be coming
Trey
out. So
Chris?
Who knows?
Yeah.
Trey Songz,
There's
right?
been some
Trey Songz.
yeah.
Trey
Yeah,
Songz.
I heard that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask y'all, who?
But that's a good question though. Like, who is on top right now in the R&B game? Like if we
I would
had
say
to
Usher and
if
Chris.
we had to pick,
I
huh?
say Usher, yeah. I'd say even Usher at the moment.
Because he's
Yeah.
everywhere right
Yeah.
now. And he has another Las
Literally.
Vegas residency too. If y'all don't
He
know.
does? I
He's
didn't
going
know
back,
that.
he's going back next year.
So then
Oh, all right. I got
Jacquees should
Okay.
be trying to knock Usher out.
right. Good
I
luck,
mean, to
Jack.
be honest, Chris Brown still has that situation. There's certain people, a certain percentage of people
Yeah.
that's still trying to,
Like what?
you know.
Why
They just
other people knocking people
Listen,
head
I want
washer and dryer still ain't supporting Chris? This was like 20
literally.
years ago.
I
Listen.
got one.
Listen,
Who's better as far as artist is concerned, Keisha Cole or Ashanti?
Oh God, that was a good
Keisha
match.
Cole.
That's a match right there. Now you could say now we talking about something.
I mean, Keisha's voice is stronger.
I'm gonna go with
Keisha's voice
Keisha
is
Cole.
stronger.
So
Her voice is
That's what I was
stronger.
gonna say. Oh, I love Ashanti and I love Keisha
Yes.
Cole. Keisha Cole been acting up lately. I saw a performance that she did.
I feel that
yeah,
Keisha
her
They don't know
writes
that
more
next
about
song.
her
They don't
Who
know
does she
experience
go
and
with?
everything.
Hundo.
Huncho broke her heart, honey. So she is out here acting
No,
up.
but they're still together.
Oh,
They're back
brother.
together.
When that happened?
They just did a video the other day in the car together. They was
That's a
he
lie.
was
I
singing
don't believe
her music.
he pandering.
I can't get Keisha Cole she's out there. Like she looking to get her heart broken every time. And you know what? As a fan, I'm for it.
But she
Get
ain't
your
making the
heart broken
music no
every
more for
time. That's
us.
the best
Where is the
music.
music? We want the
I
heart
know.
broken music. You need to
I know.
get
Yeah.
it. They don't wanna come on, please.
You go.
Exactly.
No, I mean, listen, she's, listen. I think the simple fact that like Keisha Cole is the go-to karaoke chick, like
Yeah.
you, because I know every time I'm at karaoke, I'll be like,
Well, do you think
Right.
she's a kind of like a junior, if you will, Mary J. Blige, or is she the Mary J. Blige on the West Coast?
I would say so.
if
Because
we
she worked with a
if
few
we want to
rappers.
separate it by coasts, then
Yeah.
I could get with separating it by coasts,
Yeah.
but I
I mean,
wouldn't
there's
say a
only
junior
one Mary, but
Yeah, I don't think anybody's on Mary's level, whether it be
Yeah.
West Coast or East.
but a lot
Like,
of people,
yeah,
but
I don't
see,
think Mary's on
Mary
herself.
on her own.
but
Mary
there's
is
an
her
argument,
own.
Yeah.
right? Mary is Mary, right? But there's an
Mhm.
argument. There are people who say Mary's like range is not crazy,
No, they say
like
she
that
can't
she's
sing,
not
honey. They say she cannot sing.
right.
I know
Yeah.
people
Do
They
not
say
always
let
that. They say she doesn't have range. But listen, I
don't
say
Shaka Khan
that
tell them.
even Beyonce has a specific range. Like Beyonce doesn't go too far above her range either, you know? And so like certain artists can be, you know, great artists in their own range or whatever. But like to say that Keisha Cole can't sing or Mary J can't sing or Beyonce can't sing, it's like anybody who says that, it's like go make a record. Go make a record and do
But
better.
even if
Like
it's just the delivery, I think that's where they're coming from because even like I said with the Keisha Cole, you're on stage, you're singing the song, you start singing halfway through the song, you tell them cut the song, they don't know it. How are you doing this with people that pay
That's
their music to come to your concert? That's wild to me. Then you start singing the song, you like the note ain't here. The note should be here. Okay? The note is not here, right? So we need to hear something. We want to hear something. Then when you start singing,
too busy
it's like,
chasing.
go ahead.
She too busy getting,
That's
you
what I'm
know.
saying. You too busy worrying about being heartbroken, suddenly you singing for us. We the ones that love you, bitch. I'm sorry.
Leave the men alone. They're gonna be
that
there
was
forever for
passionate.
you.
But you know what though? What I'm noticing though is that Keisha Cole and Mary is another one, but Keisha Cole, Mary, and there's only a few artists that could get up on stage by themselves
Of
and
course.
rock a whole crowd. They don't need dancers.
Listen,
They don't need anything.
That's true.
listen. I agree. I went to a Mary concert where was it? I can't remember where it was. It was so many years ago. But she did the whole concert by herself, no surprise performances. And when I tell you I could ride through that whole concert, like
But
I
what's so
was
funny is, as much as they
bawling.
may say that she can't sing, she did a damn good job at her performance, did she not? Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
You could say I can't sing
She
on
don't
dance,
sit.
but when I
She don't
deliver,
sit
I'm
there
going to
like this.
deliver.
Period.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, she comes out there, she dances, she looks
Yeah.
good AF. Like, I mean, if I look like Mary at her age, I
Mhm.
mean, she looks good. She looks really good, you know.
It
So
does.
yeah, like Mary, I think there's no other than Mary
Yeah.
at this
Mhm.
stage, you know.
I love me some
But then
Mary.
back in the day, they used to say Shaka Khan can't sing, so you know, it's whatever.
Shaka
that about
Khan is a hater.
They used to say that Shaka Khan can't sing. Like, you know, it's like it's a hate train, you know.
All right, Debbie, you want to go to LGS News?
All right. So this is in case you were busy or you just don't know what the hell is going on. Lady Guru Show news for you. Cam Newton says marrying girlfriend Jasmine Brown isn't his ultimate goal. Child, you about to make my boogers come out.
Listen.
Y'all stop playing with good sis, okay? Cam Newton opens up about his relationship with comedian girlfriend Jasmine Brown and reveals that marriage isn't an ultimate goal for him. While speaking with Dr. Sarah Fontenot, the former NFL player says he does not believe in traditional values when it comes to marriage. That's the way the propaganda of life that everybody has been putting in our faces say, okay, get married, have kids, whatever. He also added the future that he sees for them. When you're living in your truth, a lot of people want the benefits without also accepting bullish. Okay.
Yeah.
You.
In other news,
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Leon Robinson and Elise Neal to star in legal thriller Wild Cards. Renowned actor Leon Preston Robinson, widely known as Leon, will star alongside Elise Neal, Ari Spears. They gave him a job. And Stakia Washington in the new legal thriller Wild Cards. He was begging. Trust me, he was begging.
Sure.
Yeah. Leon has earned his recognition over the course of the 3 decades career, playing various memorable roles. He debuted his acting career starring in Madonna's iconic music video Like a Prayer. Oh, word? He later became known for his hit movies, including 1991, The 5 Heartbeats, Disney, blockbuster Cool Runnings, urban sports drama, Above the Rim, Wait to Exhale. Look, them my movies. I know I spoiled the movies right there. That's Leon. I was just talking about him. That's so funny.
That's right.
But good looking, Leon. You do it, my brother. But look out for the movie, guys. And yes, so that was in case you were busy or you just don't know what the hell is going on, Lady Guru Show news for you.
All right, everybody. It's been a good show. For everybody out there, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hey, Gurus, this is the Lady Guru Show, and we are out of here.
Where my girls at?
This way she ready to keep it